Hello, welcome back to
Hello.
the channel. My name's Alexis.
And I'm Jen.
Yeah, and we're that's flipping retro.
Yep.
Still,
We buy stuff, we sell stuff, we pay bills.
yeah, pretty much.
Normally.
So, on the subject of paying bills, we've recently made a decision actually about the office we're in. So, if you've been watching this channel for a little while, you will know that we made a move from one office to another last May.
Yeah.
And the office we're in now is bigger and it's for about the same money. And with it, we get a little storage unit as well. So it's all kind of part and parcel of this. However, recently we had a conversation, didn't we, about kind of ways to save money. And do you want to continue this little story, this little tale?
Yes. Our main outgoing for the business is the rent on this place, and we can't. Well, we thought we couldn't work from home because we live in a tiny little flat. There's no room to store anything.
Yeah.
So we've been putting our heads together to try and find a way around it and try and reduce costs a little bit, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I've said, I get, there's a little storage unit that comes as part and parcel of the contract for this. So you get the office, the little unit. Now, the little unit is full of my stuff, actually, which when we made a house move a couple of years ago, basically we went from a house to a flat. So there was a lot of the stuff that I had. We didn't make videos back then, actually, so you wouldn't have seen the house.
No.
But there was an office downstairs and I used to keep a lot of stuff in that. So when we moved to the flat, there wasn't the storage space anymore. So I got, with this place, a little unit to put it all in. And then we decided, you know what, this office, do we really need it? Because if we actually get, because at the moment it's 25 square foot storage unit. And if we get one that's maybe 50 or 75 square foot, it could accommodate stuff in the office. Now, at the moment, we're in the process of kind of sorting out the stock we've got. So we want to be gone with a lot of the bigger bits and pieces that we have. We want to concentrate more on little things like clothing, action figures. I'm getting through the Lego at the moment so that can be finished by the time this all happens, because we've reserved this and in about 4 weeks-ish, we should be moving. We can do a bit of footage from the day we move because all we're doing.
You'd be like the Chuckle Brothers.
However, the storage unit out of this door is literally the other side of the corridor. Yeah. So it's going to be a case of just carrying stuff over. My storage unit is just around the corner from that. So I'll bring stuff around. At the moment, not sure if I'm going to keep mine, my separate one, and have that as just a separate unit, because it's not full up, it's not totally full to the ceiling, but it is getting that way because of stuff from home. And I've got more boxes that I need to bring over because we had a bit of a mishap at home. And I had to get rid of my bookshelves. That's I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the concise, shorter version of that. There was a toilet in the flat leaking for what seems to be quite some time. Very slow leak at the back of it, which we didn't realise must have been there for quite a while. My bookshelves, the other side of the wall, got the majority of the damage, and they were mouldy. So they had to, unfortunately, go. Luckily,
the books were fine, weren't they?
Everything on them was absolutely fine, and that is why I managed to box it up to bring it here. But, yeah, there's still a box of stuff at home to do. But the bookshelves themselves were ruined. They were just flat packs, so they were quite absorbent, we found, I discovered. But anyway. So this is all something that we're planning for the next few weeks. Getting rid of the Lego, getting rid of a lot of the bigger stuff in the office, downsizing the type of stock that we actually deal with on a day-to-day basis.
We'll be doing a car boot sale very soon. We were going to do one on Saturday coming, but I realised that was actually our birthday, and it's probably not the done thing to do a car boot sale on your birthday.
Well, people probably do, but we didn't want to. To be honest with you, we didn't want to. So we will just be getting rid of stuff. We are at the moment Yeah, we are kind of getting rid of stuff in dribs and drabs anyway, yeah, we just want to get the stuff in this office in the new unit, which is about 3 times the size of the one I have at the moment. So it's quite a large unit, and we'll work out that basically.
Yeah.
So basically, what we're going to do is we are going to halve the bill we pay for rent, pretty much. In fact, I think it'll be under half.
Under half.
So that is the main aim of doing this. We are going to be working from home, doing bits and pieces from home. If the stuff we've got is smaller, it will be easier to, take home, to kind of do all the listings and stuff, and then bring it here to put in the unit all neatly and tidy, and then come in maybe 3 times a week and do the post here. Yeah. So that's the aim. Luckily, this particular building, they have free Wi-Fi. So we can also get rid of the Wi-Fi that we bought, just so that at the end of the day, our signal is just a bit better. But out there, they do have free Wi-Fi. So we'll be making another saving on that as well, which again, it all goes towards making sure that we can keep our costs down. Yeah. So put in the comments below if you have an office. Do you find it? Do you find it's that amount at the end of every month that kind of is a bit of a stinger? Or have you got a good deal on an office where you are?
Mm-hmm. We were given a very good deal.
Well, we were, yeah. Yeah, we were given a good deal here with the unit thrown in and stuff. But at the end of the day, we have decided that we can make this work working from home and then, working from a unit here. And that's all we need, really. And then hopefully at some point in the future, we will move somewhere where we can bring it all home and not have to have the unit eventually. And if it's all small stuff that we're doing anyway, it's really not going to take up very much room. If we move to, say, like a bigger flat or a house or something, then, we can make that work, But, it's all about saving money, isn't it, at the moment? Yes, which I think a lot of people feel that way about stuff.
Do you say work smarter, not harder?
Yeah, essentially, isn't it?
What we're trying to do.
Yeah, so we've got, like I say, about approximately 4 weeks. So at the moment, you're concentrating on, I think, getting some bits and pieces together you want to get rid of. And I'm working through Lego at the moment because we had a bundle in last year, actually, which is still not complete. Oops. However, we had another bundle come in at the start of this year, which I'm working through. We have got some I've got some sets out of it at the moment. What I have left over from this little lot will go to complete the last lot, hopefully, to a point. Then my plan is to sell off kilos of Lego, which will then fund completing the rest of the sets. And that's the Lego done. That's the Lego sorted. Yeah. So that is the plan for that. Yes.
I am trying at the moment to flog all of our ceramics and glassware stuff.
Yeah.
Etsy has a 50% off all of the stock that's on there at the moment. So if you're interested, go and give that a look.
Yeah.
If not, then don't.
We also had a chat about towards the end of this if there was any other Detroit-y bits left on eBay to have a sale, basically. To have a sale. And if we do take stuff to the car boot, obviously if it's on any platforms, it will be paused, taken to the car boot. If it doesn't sell, we'll bring it back and put just a huge discount, I suppose.
And anything that doesn't go, any big stuff that doesn't go by the time we move, will end up at the charity shop.
Probably, yeah, to be honest.
But we only if it's, worth taking, we wouldn't just give them any crap.
Well, no, but the stuff we list is worth taking to the charity shop because it's all been checked and cleaned and stuff. So it's all good. It's all good stuff. Yeah.
Because eBay has started picking up for us again now, which is really, really good. Just trying to get more listings on so we can get more sold. We did have our first Depop sale the other day.
Pair of trousers.
Yep, lady was very, very excited about them. She said, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. So they were a pair of crag hoppers. They were solar shield crag hoppers. So we talked about that in the last video. And she seemed quite excited by getting these solar shield trousers. Yes. So
I think she paid 14 quid.
About that, yeah.
Which apparently was a bargain, but we paid £1 for them, so everyone's happy.
And that's another thing with these clothes, is especially the little shop that you've now discovered. It's normally £1 per item, and then once a week, I think it's 50p or something, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
you know, like there is a good margin in that anyway. And if you've got something on for £20 and somebody offers 15, at the moment we're just like, yeah, you know, because of the markup that we have from the fact it costs us 50p sometimes. So,
to get it on, get it gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Is our motto at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, because we had some Nike, I think they were gym leggings or something like that. And I think they had like some stain, or there was a mark on them.
Tiny mark, really tiny, like a pen mark.
And a little bit of fading to the black kind of writing and pattern. And somebody made you an offer of about half price, didn't they?
£6.
You kicked yourself for
I
not
said
accepting
no,
it.
and then I thought, why did I say no? I paid 50p for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and obviously on the basis of those little imperfections as well, it's just like, well, yeah, you know, you've got to weigh up the pros and cons, haven't you?
Mm.
Really? So, yes, apologies if you can see the remnants of our lunch in the background, just about. There they are. There's the remnants. It's a salad, though. It was a salad, so, you know, very nice. Anything to add?
No, our subscriber count has gone up again, so we're on 976. So that's 24 left to get to the magic 1,000. Yeah. So if you're watching this and you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. It would mean the world to us, and it's free.
It is free. Yeah, if you like the video, then go and, press the like thing, which is somewhere down there, in that region.
It depends on where you're watching. If you're watching on the telly, it's different to your phone, isn't it? Someone, I can't remember who, commented that we remind them of French and Saunders, so thank you very much.
Yeah, so that was a compliment.
Being compared to French and Saunders, Morecambe and Wise, and Eddie and Richie from Bottom,
which are all compliments in our book. To be fair, So if you like it, go and like the video. Leave a comment if you. I don't know, you're thinking about saving money yourself on where you resell from, and you work from a unit or an office yourself. Subscribe if you haven't, if you're new. If you aren't new and you have subscribed, thank you.
We had several complaints on our last video because there was no end word.
Oh, was there not?
No,
oh my God, really?
So what's today's end word?
Well, hang on, I hadn't finished what I was saying anyway. So, like, the end word will be very soon, I promise you that. However, there is a link below to buy a coffee and merchandise if you want any of that, or want to give us a bit of cash, whatever. I mean, we don't mind. We don't mind, we're not e-begging, but, you know, if you want to, it's there. Where's that cap? No, but anyway, so that's that. So the end word.
If you don't know this, at the end of most of our videos, we say a word just to make sure that people are watching till the end, to see how many people are watching till the end, and it's always a bit of a running joke, and people tend to like it. So
yes,
Alexis, I keep knocking this microphone. Sorry.
So if you haven't seen this before. You can put this word in a sentence, so put it in capitals and include it in a sentence, or just have it on its own, really, you know, whatever you like. So today's word is moving, because that's what we're going to be doing.
Yes.
So there you go. So, incorporate that into a sentence and we'll see what happens. This isn't a competition though, so,
no, not yet.
And talking about competitions, our competition winner... because we said if they haven't contacted by Monday, I don't think they have they?
No, they have not.
They have not. So it will be a case of, I think in the next one we will then tell you if they do sort of last minute. But yeah, we will basically give that to the second best fart comment that we had.
There were comments that one should have won anyway.
Well, yeah, basically, I thought so. But, you know, what we did is we threw a coin in the air and it was the other one. It was the He-Man one, wasn't it?
I'm a bit of a He-Man nerd. So.
Yeah, I like the fart one, though, obviously.
But when we get to 1,000, we'll do a gift voucher giveaway, a proper one, and we'll do a live and all that stuff. On the 22nd of April... it will be our 1 year YouTube anniversary.
Really? Yeah. Oh my God.
I know. So Tuesday. So if we could get to 1,000 before then, that would be epic. I mean, it's a big ask because that's like 20 something.
Because our first
subscribers.
ever video was that one where we were moving into
Here.
here, and we had footage of our old office, which was the size of a shoebox, and then this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, we've rambled on enough.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.